Mario 3D All-Stars is just over a week away, and there's so many questions still to be answered. As we can see from some layout points of view, there's some things that have been changed with these games. They're not direct ports, and as we've seen with the Mario 64 menu, even the button icons are different. So, what else has changed within these games? Well, we're going to go through all 3 games and talk about all the things that have been confirmed to be changed, and also things that we want to be changed in the final versions, and the final builds. Lots of these are also coming from you guys through the community posts, and if you also have any other ideas or thoughts that you want to shoot my way, feel free to comment them down below, and who knows, maybe I'll make a second video talking about things that you guys want to see change within these games. Now, when I say changes, I'm not talking massive gameplay changes, meaning brand new levels or characters, as we pretty much know that's not happening. If anything happens at all, there will be small little tweaks to enhance the gameplay and make things easier for the player. So without further delay, we start off with Mario 64.
It's me, Mario!
So the first things that we already know about Mario 64 is that they fixed things like the backwards long jump does not work anymore, you cannot glitch your way up those endless flights of stairs, and Mario no longer yells, "So long, Gay Bowser." It now says, "Bye-bye." So obviously Nintendo is agreeing to make changes to these games for the better, and what else could they do to make some small changes to help the overall gameplay? Well, one, Mario 64's camera definitely needs fixed. It gets glitched and caught in the walls and different platforms, and it's sometimes hard to turn, and there's just messy camera all the way around. It should feel more like a free camera instead of jerky whenever you try to turn it to the left or to the right, and that's something that should easily be able to be fixed from the Nintendo team. You guys have also stated you would like if they just added a little bit more coins in certain levels. For instance, TikTok Clock's 100 coin challenge is one of the hardest things to do within this game, and it's very precise as there's only like 102 or 103 different coins within this level, and there are some cheap ways of getting those coins. So people just said add more coins and blocks in different areas, and that shouldn't be something that's too hard to add, even if it's more of a port than it is a remake. Alright, oh boy, here we go. Well, I really do love Mario Sunshine, I do, but man, the changes that can come to this game to make it so much better are just a ton, okay? I thought of a lot of things that would completely make this gameplay experience so much better, but right now the only thing that we know has changed is the fact that we can't have analog triggers like we did with the GameCube controller, and GameCube controllers don't work. So, I guess that leads me to my first thing I hope is changed. I hope we can use the back triggers and the front triggers as different shoulder button presses. For instance, you would press the top ones for a light press and the back ones for a heavy press. If they just completely ignore this, I think it takes out most of the mechanic of this game, jumping and spraying and even aiming while you spray and stuff, which is already mapped to like the Y button. But still, I think they definitely need to have these hard and soft presses still in the game. They really made speedrunning easier, they made spraying your water while running easier, and it just changes a lot of things up if they completely decide to ignore this. We need a blue coin counter, and it's as simple as just simply having a counter before you go into every level. Just show how many blue coins are in this level, so I know that I don't have to wait for the next one to go look for this coin, and so on. And that's kind of the most frustrating thing, because some coins only appear in certain missions, and that can be very hard without a guide to figure out which missions have the coins that you're looking for. And I think that's just a simple change that they can just simply add to the UI without any problems. Yeah, let me also just throw this one in here too. The camera needs fixed. It also gets stuck and laggy and, you know, just stuck in buildings and walls the same way Mario 64's did, and if not, even worse. So that definitely needs fixed. Corona Mountain needs to fix the lava boat. It is the most wonky thing ever to get to the end of the stage, and it just, every little baby squirt it takes off, it shoots a different direction. They need to just tighten up these controls and make it a lot easier to steer this thing. It's just so wonky. And the fact that the level is super precise too, it does not go good with these controls, and it just really makes you hate this level, which is the last level of the game, and it's sad. You know, this should be something that's very exciting and, you know, thrilling to get to, but instead it's just like, I'm ready to throw my controller. The pachinko level needs fixed. It's just a mini game, and there's nothing much else to say about it, but it needs fixed. I don't think the actual concept is that bad, it just doesn't work. It doesn't shoot you where you need to go, and it's just a completely broken level. Just fix this or completely remove it. Give us a sun for this. Just give us a sun for going into the hole underneath the bridge. I don't know what else to say about this. And I guess you could say the same thing about that mission where you're on a leaf trying to control it to collect the red coins and not fall in the poison water. And last but not least, you have the underground level from Pianta village, which has you going through a challenge where the piantas throw you into your next destination. The only problem is you really can't tell what direction they're kind of angled at or what direction you talk to them at, because the only way to get them to throw you is to talk to them at that angle. So they could simply just add maybe a little red arrow or some type of, marker to show you where you're going to get tossed, maybe even a dotted line in the air to show you where you're going to get tossed. I guess that takes out some of the difficulty, but still, they could do something to help this out, because this is just brutal. So Mario Galaxy is pretty much in the same boat as 64. Not much changes are really needed, but we're going to go over them regardless. So for changes that already are announced, it looks like we are going to have the spin mapped to the Y button, and handheld screen will be able to be touched in order to move the cursor and collect star bits, which is really weird. You're going to have to take your whole hand off the controller to touch the screen to collect star bits, but that will also help me to talk about some things that I want changed. I want to be able to use the handheld version of the Switch or even the Pro Controller's gyro aim in order to collect star bits. I don't want to hold the controller in my hand and just tap my finger on the screen to collect the star bits. I want to be able to enjoy the game with both hands and also have maybe a little bit of gyro control, just like with Splatoon. So maybe you can barely move the Switch when you're holding it, not enough for your vision to be blurred, but just enough to barely move it and collect some things. And also with the Pro Controller, we already have gyro with games like Captain Toad, so we know the technology is there, we know that they can do it, so why not just do it? I'm sure it'll be in there and as a setting somewhere. I'm sure there's lots of different control settings for this game and different options that you're going to have, and like separate Joy-Cons already an option, we know, and that already has analog aim as well, or motion control aim, and that your friend can actually use it as well as the player 2 partner character. So this should be something that's easily able to be implemented within a Pro Controller or even in handheld versions. And we should have camera controls with the right Joy-Con. We have 2 sticks now. It's not like a nunchuck anymore, so now we can have 2 sticks, one for movement and one for camera, which should work pretty well. That right stick is pretty much now a C stick with the other games, so make it the same thing with Mario Galaxy, so that way you don't have to use the D-pad to look around the camera. And also at that point, make the camera an open range camera that you can move from time to time instead of that shift weird thing the camera does already in Galaxy when you hit the D-pad. So make it like an open range camera, you can move it around Mario, make it feel like a 3D Mario game, and I think we're good to go pretty much with Galaxy. Just sitting over a week away, I'm super excited to get my hands on all of these 3D classic Mario games again. I cannot wait, and I can't wait to see if there's any little changes added to the game at all. But of course, if you guys have any other opinions or facts or thoughts of yourselves that you think that could be changed or that's already announced to be changed and I missed with these games, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to help us grow. We are almost at 100,000 subs, and I want to thank you guys each and every day for helping me reach this goal of mine. I couldn't be here without you guys. But like always, I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.